really don't know how to begin these things, so I guess we're just gonna start. Why not? Screw it, it's my page, why not? Hi, welcome back to my page. Today we're going to be counting down the top 10 pieces of media that I consumed in 2025. And by media, I mean it can be basically anything that I consumed this year. I will warn you right now, for those that are wondering, Heated Rivalry is not going to be on this list because I have yet to see the show. Don't worry, that review series is coming, I promise. And number 10 is one of my favorite movies, Kiss of the Spider Woman, starring Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna. It's one of my favorite musicals that's ever existed, so to see it adapted into a movie of this caliber is great. The stark contrast between what was happening in reality and then what was happening in universe in the film is so insane, and I absolutely loved it. Number 9, I'm going to kind of cheat a little bit at my own rules, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, both the book and also the miniseries from 2015. Knew this book existed prior to reading it. I knew the twists, I knew the turns, I knew the whole plot, basically. Only read it for the first time this year, and I could not put it down. On top of that, seeing how well the 2015 version brought this book to the screen is so cool. The intricacies, the details. I 100% recommend this book, both for people that are fans of Agatha Christie's work, and even if you're not a fan of Agatha Christie's work, you should give this a shot. It is so cool, so fun, absolutely incredible. Number 8, I am very excited about, and that would be the book The House on the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. We read it this year for book club, and I absolutely enjoyed it then. I remember knowing about this book when it was published because I was in that sphere of influence. This book kept popping up, and it has been on my TBR list for so long. World building is wonderful. I like that it's written as if it were a YA book, but none of the main characters are young adults. Like, the character of Linus is a fully grown adult. He feels the mediocrity of his job, the mundaneness of the world, and then he gets introduced to Arthur and this group of children who change his world and also bring a lot of color into his horribly drab life. Selfishly, if this ever gets optioned to become a movie, I want to audition to be the character of Linus. I did say that this list was going to be pretty random, and the next one is going to be also a twofer, Kelsea Ballerini's album Patterns, but also specifically when I saw her perform live earlier this year in Salt Lake City. I have been a fan of Kelsea Ballerini's music for a few years. This last album, Patterns, hurt me emotionally, spiritually. It was so great. And then earlier this year, she released the deluxe version of said album, and it has some of my favorite songs on it. Cut Me Up is by far, I think, one of my favorite Kelsea Ballerini songs, which is hard. It's really, really hard to top Rolling Up the Welcome Mat. That EP was just perfection. This album was also perfection. Standouts from the album include, like I said, Cut Me Up. I love Patterns. I loved the song Deep. The orchestrations, the music, the lyrics, it just all works really well, and she is really in her element, and you can hear the emotions that she is singing. By far, one of the best concerts I've been to, one of, if not the best albums that I heard this year. The next one is also a book, but I don't own it, and that would be The Husbands by Holly Gramzio. We read it for book club. It is a book that is right up my alley. It is about this woman. She's kind of given up on love. She's not really sure what goes on. She leaves her flat one day, and then when she comes back, she finds that she is married to a man and is like, what is going on? And the whole premise is, as the men go up into her attic and then come down, her entire life has changed, and she is given a new husband, a new life, but only she remembers these past husbands and these past lives. The women in my book club, they really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's right up my alley. I would love to see this book adapted into a movie. I don't have a fan casting, but I just love that writing style. It was so cool. At number 5, we are going to be talking about one of my standout YouTubers that I followed this year, and that would be Anna from Cooking the Books. I cannot describe to you the impact that this woman has had on my life this year. I discovered her randomly one day because I had come across a recipe for a Bisquick Impossible Pie. And so I just looked up, are there other recipes for this? And she had a video that was entirely Bisquick recipes. And her whole thing is she loves to cook vintage recipes from her vast collection of cookbooks. I have made several recipes from her videos, and she never misses. Her humor is on point. Her delivery is great. Her commentary is really insightful. She never outwardly hates or dislikes something. One of her biggest things, and I absolutely love it, is she's like, it needs more seasoning, which I totally agree with. And if you don't follow her already, but you are a fan of cooking content, you are a fan of vintage recipes in general, she is a great resource. She just hit 70,000 followers this year, and I'm so proud of her, and I'm glad that I get to be one of them. We're, getting down to the wire here. What do we think? What are we hoping for? Who do we think is left on this list? Number 4, probably coming as a shock to no one, because it was one of my most listened to albums this year on Spotify, and it produced the most listened to song that I listened to on Spotify this year, and that would be Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead, the deluxe version of her 2024 album. I am obsessed. Specifically, Twilight Zone. I heard that song for the first time, and then it instantly went to the top of my on repeat playlist. It's one thing to make a great album. It's another thing to improve on perfection. The short film that went with it, it just works. It shows this level of maturity and self-reflection. I love this new era of Ariana Grande, and I'm excited to see where she takes her music from here. I did preface this video by saying that Heated Rivalry would not be on this list. However, number 3, we have Role Model by Rachel Reid. Definitely one of the best books, I think, in the series. It has all of the tropes that I really enjoy. I love the character of Harris with all of my heart. I am a huge sucker for the bad boy with a heart of gold. The book itself is very spicy. However, I think it is done in a way that feels very tasteful and also very honest with who the characters are as people. It's not too much and doesn't feel unrealistic. Ilya is hilarious in this book. Every page just kept getting better and better. I zoomed through this book way faster than I thought I would, and I'm actually kind of sad. I wanted it to continue going. Again, selfishly, I want to be the character of Harris. If this book ever gets adapted into the Heated Rivalry TV show universe. So Rachel Reid, if you ever see this video, if you are out there, I just want the opportunity to audition. Is that an option? I promise I would take very good care of him as he is adapted into this universe. If you haven't read it, I would read it. I would recommend it. It is a great book. It's super sweet. I can't describe all of the aspects about it because I would be spoiling the plot. It is so good. It is so good. We're down to the final 2. Okay, at number 2, we have Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. I was nervous about this album when it came out. I loved Short and Sweet. I loved that album when it was released last year. I've been a fan of Sabrina Carpenter for quite a few years. Thumbs was my jam when I was a little bit younger. I'm not gonna date myself that much, but I love this album. To be coming off of such a high that is the Short and Sweet era, it is just perfection, followed by perfection, followed by perfection while she was on tour. It has many standouts. Man-Child, which was our leading single, which was such a great leading single. My favorite song on the album is Never Getting Laid. It's been on repeat. If you haven't listened to it, where have you been? But if you have listened to it, listen to it again. It has some great bops. It has some good hooks. So 10 out of 10 would definitely recommend. At number 1 of the best pieces of media that I consumed this year, the film Eternity. It was great. Fell in love with the show as soon as it started. The writing was good. The acting was good. I mean, when you look at our 3 leads here, Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, Callum Turner, it also provides some really good commentary on the meaning of love and like what that looks like. It ended the exact way that I wanted it to end, and I'm not mad at that. But it also felt very satisfying. It was great. The comedy was hilarious. I cannot even describe it. It was so good. There is this scene towards the end of the film that Elizabeth Olsen and Callum Turner have, and I cried so heavily at that part. It is one of the few movies that I will own physically when it comes out. I think it became my new feel-good movie. I think it did. It is utter perfection. So that's it. My top 10 best pieces of media that I consumed this year. What are yours? Let me know in the comments. Some of the favorite things that you watched or experienced this year. And I'm excited for what 2026 has coming out media-wise. We'll see you around.